Advanced satellites in version 4.1. Are they a money-making strategy or are they a scam? Let's find out. But first of all, good morning, spaceman. Welcome to Space Operations Delta. I'm Captain Collins, and we're back to X4 Cradle of Humanity. Today we're going to take a look at the advanced satellites, if you produce them in the Terran economy or in a standard economy, if that's the difference, and if you can make a lot of money with them. There are some differences if you use Terran resources or if you use the general resources, but first of all, let me introduce you to a very interesting system in X4, Litany of Fury, where you can see a sun pulsing, as we will see just right there. It's located in here at the edge of the map. Just take a look. It's an interesting system. So let's jump right into the game and take a look at the Terran economy first. There are some things that are hidden in the encyclopedia for advanced satellites. If we go into the equipment and advanced satellites, you see that you only get the resources for the general resources. So in this case, you need 5 advanced electronics, 10 energy cells, and 5 scanning arrays. But for building a advanced satellite in Terran economy, you need 5 computronic substrates, 39 metallic microlattices, 6 silicon carbides, and on top of that, 25 energy cells. That does seem like a lot, and it is a lot. And let's take a look at the cost of the resources themselves. For that, we have a trade filter applied for all the major resources. And with them, we're taking a look at the cost for a single satellite. Let's do some math here. Here we go. That's all you need for building one single advanced satellite. The prices are taken live out of the game for energy cells, silicon carbide, metallic microlattice, and computronic substrate. You see the green prices are actually pretty cheap. So expect your satellites maybe in your game being a little bit more expensive. If we sum that up with the amounts that I told you, we are at a price of 49,400 credits as an equivalent for one single produced satellite. So that's the money that you would make if you just take the materials and sell them off to the market without producing anything out of it. And that also means if you want to make an additional income with advanced satellites, you need to get more for one single piece than 49,000. And that's not as easy if we take a look into the map and we're trying to buy some advanced satellites or to sell some advanced satellites at some wharfs. Let's take, for example, the Pioneers Wharf here. And you can already see advanced satellites go there for 46,815 credits. That means if you only can sell them for the minimum amount, you will lose some profit there. We take the next station. Let's take, for example, the equipment dock where we could sell them off, and the same 46,815. To show you something where you can make actually profit is, for example, in the Talati Wharf, in my game at least. There you can sell one single satellite for 64,500 almost. That means you get to make a profit of about 30% on top of what you would have gotten when you just sold the resources at the stations without producing anything out of it. Of course, if you do that like I do in my game and you building them yourself in an equipment dock, and that's basically where the money printing starts. That's the first blueprint on your way to a shipyard and your first step into money making quickly. In this equipment dock, if you can provide it with materials yourself, like I do, silicon, computronic, and microlattice, you can have 100% profit out of these satellites. So even selling them for 46,000 will give you profit, although you're losing something there because you could have sold the materials just themselves. But if you take these satellites and sell them manually to another station, you will get more profit. And that's the problem here behind the advanced satellites. You need to do everything manually. It doesn't work automatically. And there is even one more thing to consider. Because if you go to your station and you upgrade with advanced satellites, you know the drill. You just take the satellites, you add them to shopping list, confirm the order. And now this ship is ordered to buy some satellites. And if you want to sell them, let's say at the Talati station on the other side of the universe, that's also another thing, then you will see you cannot just sell them off and you cannot queue your orders. You have to wait until the ship comes to your equipment dock or to any other equipment dock, buys the satellite, and then you are able to let that ship fly off and sell them somewhere else. That's a lot more work, and that's something that you need to keep in mind when doing this kind of trade. But there is one thing what you can do at the start when you're not able to build the satellites yourself is, for example, find equipment docks and wharfs and stuff which are not far away from each other. Let's take, for example, this Sire example here. If I would fly in here and buy these satellites for 46,000 credits, actually that's lower than in the Terran space. If we buy them there and we fill our storage with advanced satellites there, which will cost us 4.6 million, we can then fly off to, for example, the Sire shipyard, and we can sell them there, as you see, for 63,800 credits per satellite. That makes almost 4 million, and we get a profit of around 1.7 million credits. So that's a fast way to get money early on. You can just buy satellites and sell satellites somewhere else. There was a lot more before the 4.1 changes. So if you're running your game still on the 4.0 version, then you can make a lot more profit than us right now on the 4.1 beta. But there is one thing that drives me crazy right now, and that is the comparison with the advanced satellites from the standard economy. As you see, the resources needed for manufacturing these are way less. So here we are taking a look at the stuff that we need for the standard economy, energy cells, scanning arrays, and advanced electronics. And let's do the quick math. As before, we got the amounts taken live out of the game. You can see them here. We get a sum of 11,630 credits for producing one single advanced satellite in standard economy. That is more than 38,000 credits less for one single advanced satellite. Or you could say the materials that you put in to one single advanced satellite in the standard economy are way more valuable at the end when you sell off the produced wares. There is a huge discrepancy between the Terran economy and the standard economy, and that is way too much. Though you still can use advanced satellites for your advantage for making money early on. That's what I wanted to show you. We just discussed that yesterday in the stream, twitch.tv/Captain Collins. We will be playing tonight also, if you see this video when it's coming live on Thursday. And just jump in and let's have a talk about money-making strategies in X4. Thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as the sun pulses once more. And we'll see us again in the future for more X4 content as I did in the past. We're talking about way more changes that are coming. 4.1 beta is running and we have a lot more to talk about. I'm excited to that. Hope you're too. Thanks for watching and goodbye.